This video is going to show you how to divide a fraction by a whole number. Let's read our word problem. Sally has 1/3 gallon of lemonade in a pitcher. She wants to share it evenly among herself and her 3 friends. What fraction of a gallon does each person get? So let's write the expression for this word problem. She's starting with 1/3 gallon of lemonade, and she wants to share it evenly among herself and her 3 friends. I need to think about how many people that is splitting it up into. And I know from my lessons in class that share it evenly is a good keyword or key phrase for division. So she's taking her 1/3 gallon and she's sharing it evenly, splitting it up into herself and 3 friends, so 4 groups. So here's what my expression looks like for this problem. And when I'm starting with a fraction, it's always great and helpful to draw and visualize this fraction. So I'm going to draw just a simple square or rectangle. It doesn't matter if your problem is talking about pizzas or pies or anything, you can always just draw a rectangle to still visualize that fraction because it makes it easier to draw the lines and split it up to me. So I have 1/3 of a gallon of lemonade, so I'm going to split my rectangle into thirds. Oops, let's make it a little more even. Okay, and I'm going to shade 1/3. Okay, this represents my total amount of lemonade, my 1/3 gallon of lemonade. But now I need to think about splitting this 1/3 into 4 groups. So drawing lines vertically now, the other way to help me visualize it, I'm going to split this gallon, or 1/3 gallon, into 4 groups. And just like my picture, it's okay if your picture isn't perfect. It's just there to help us visualize what's happening. So now look at our purple section, our shaded section. Our 1/3 has now been split up, let's use a different color, into the 4 different groups that I can see here down below. Well, now I want to figure out what just one of those groups are, because that tells me how much each person gets. Each person is only getting one of these smaller squares. Well, how much is that amount? I need to think about part out of whole. It's 1 part out of a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total pieces. So each person gets 1/12 of a gallon of lemonade. You can check yourself by thinking about how I could add back these 4 groups. So 1/12, which is how much each person is getting. If I add 1/12 4 times, or I could have done 1/12 times 4, that equals 4/12. 4/12 simplifies if I divide numerator and denominator by 4. 4/12 simplifies to 1/3, which was what I originally started with. So that way I know that I'm right. I can check myself in that way. So how much does each friend get? Each friend gets 1/12, which is the answer to 1/3 split into 4 groups.